Another thing that is, I think, really helpful that Amazon opened up is premium A+ content. So for those of you that don't know what premium A+ content it's basically an enhanced version of the A+ content. It's got more large imagery. It's got multiple video slots that you can use, more modules. You can have just overall a robustness that's better and more impressive than standard A+ content. It used to be only available through Vendor Central. It used to have a cost. I mean, there's multiple things that multiple iterations that they've gone through with this. Now it happens to be free for third-party sellers. It's a big win for third-party sellers. Now there are some caveats that you need to make sure you have in place. So for example, you have to have 15 A+ submissions that are in approved status. If you don't have that, you're not eligible. So get busy if some of your products are lacking on A+ content. You also need to have a brand story in place. A lot of folks don't even know what a brand story is. It's a new A+ module that essentially can be applied across the entire brand, and it provides some unique aspects. One of the great examples, if you go to Anchor, you'll see, and you click into one of their products, go down, to where you see the A+ content, and above it is a brand story. That brand story it allows you to have information about the brand, but also highlighting key categories of products and a link to the storefront. The link to the storefront is what I think is most valuable of the brand story. But again, it's a prerequisite to being able to use that premium A+ content. So get it in place now, because it only becomes eligible the month after you have all those things in place.
Yeah, well, I think if you have all those, you're eligible for the next month.
Yep, that's right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you said yesterday or the day before that the lift in conversion rate is almost 20%, which it sounds like, well, wait a minute, this is an awful lot of work. I got to do 15 A+, and then I got to do them, but 20% lift is substantial.
Right.
So it's actually, Amazon quotes a 5.6% increase in standard A+ content and a 20% sales increase on A+ premium content.
That's what I meant.
It's not just, I mean, it's really substantial. So
still substantial though,
yeah, and it's surprisingly substantial. I imagine that's going to go down because I think as more people roll out the premium A+ content, there's less wow factor there. That's going to cause people to realize, wow, this is a premium brand, or this is a brand that has something special going on. But actually, I was thinking maybe I should share my screen real quick and just showcase.
Sure. And while you do that, here's the good news. You're hearing it from us. Most sellers probably don't go into their A+ content screen all that often. And that's where the notification is right now. In true Amazon fashion, they don't blast it everywhere. For probably about 60 days, I noticed my buddy Chuck here is on the webinar. This is a perfect opportunity for you, man. This is right up your alley. So get busy doing the A+ content and those brand stories of the brand story.
So can you see my Amazon screen?
Yes.
So let's just click on this one anchor item. And you guys have, the regular attendees have definitely seen me review anchors before.
We're familiar with the magnetic battery charger.
Yeah.
I bought one.
Let me show you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was actually going to comment. I was actually more going to comment on all the stuff you have in your shopping cart.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Paul. I'm sure you're gonna get me in trouble with the wife.
Yeah. Remind us you haven't bought them yet.
So I'm actually just click on this. Actually, this is.
Steve, I know I looked at 2 anchor items while you were doing that, and they've removed their A+ on a lot of their products. This one doesn't even
A+ or the premium.
Well, I mean, some of them didn't have the brand story attached, and some didn't have the A+. I'm a little surprised at Anchor.
So Anchor is definitely not what it used to be as far as setting the highest bar, in my opinion. But
this may be a good one.
Let me see if this one has it, because it did have it yesterday.
Try that link that I put in the chat for you. It does
found
have
one.
brand and A+.
Okay, hold on.
But I'm not sure if I don't think the A+ is premium though.
I'm guessing that. Let me try this. Okay, so here's the brand story. So this background can be, positioned as you wish, and these are all modules. So you can have your logo here, information about your brand. It actually has two different text links you can put, or text call outs that are available to put over here. And these are product modules that you can add. And each of these are basically 4 featured items with a link to a particular page on your store. And you can add multiple modules, as you can see, calling out different things. So in this case, they're using it for some item call outs, and then also some endorsements, some stats on trust, some things that are going to enable trust. And that is a prerequisite to be able to leverage Premium A+ content. So Premium.
And each one of those requires a landing page in the store.
That's right. Yeah. At least the product ones do. I don't think the others do. Let me find an example here. It becomes tough, but let me show you. Let me scroll down. Here, you can see this is much bigger imagery, got multiple videos. You've got a different style carousel that you can click through, view more information about the product, and you can have hotspots to be able to click on certain features and learn more about what it is that I'm seeing in the imagery, and of course the comparison chart. So definitely a big step forward.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that jumps to mind, in these two examples is both of these are very well, certainly Bose, and I would assume certainly within Amazon, Anchor. Both of these are very well-known brands, and a lot of this is very lifestyle oriented, right? So a lot of the heavy lifting has been done. Both of these brands are known. They've got brand equity. They got 1 million reviews. I just wonder how I'd be interested to see kind of an application of this premium, where it's either it's a category that's a whole lot less lifestyle, where you have to do more work about differentiating and calling out your features and things like that. So I don't know,
I think things like that carousel. I think the carousel is really valuable to call out unique differentiators, and the fact that you have more impressive imagery to use to draw someone's eye to. You could add text to that imagery. Obviously, if you have video production capabilities, having videos in play certainly can really help you. I think it's going to be very much beneficial across the board, not just for the iconic brands, but certainly they'll have a much easier time with having assets readily available and being able to roll it out fast. That's going to be the biggest hurdle, is people that they have high aspirations and want to do it the best way possible, but don't have the assets in place. So now's the time to start getting started on that.
Yes, and spend the time, because like what you're saying, Paul. I think the big play here is you and I both have clients that the differentiation on Amazon is the quality of their product. And of course, with the first image on Amazon, you can't say my material is 100 times better than these other sellers. But in the Premium A+ content, you can really get into depth on that information. And if someone is shopping back and forth, I think that makes a huge difference when they come into your A+ content and you've got all this detail, and the other person just has some graphics and some text embedded in the image. It's blurry. It's not real clear on mobile. That makes all the difference in the world.
It's interesting, Wes, how you made the statement that you can't claim to be, the best or whatever. But then we look at the title of this noise canceling earbud, the world's most effective noise canceling earbuds.
Well, you know, it's vendor central, you know, Robert. So Amazon gives them a little bit of leniency there, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to comment.
Yeah, as all the sellers watching go, ugh, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if we did that on 3P account, it'd be like suppressed. Yeah.
Yep.